Bob Curtis. We're at Biola University in the Kroll School of Business, and I teach finance here to undergrads, and I also spend a lot of time with the MBA program working with the mentors specifically. I've been mentoring a student that actually graduated from the MBA program for about 6 years now. Jock Gilbert, he's an engineer. He came to us as an MBA student. I was assigned to Jock to mentor him, and his story fascinated me because it wasn't a story I was used to. He grew up in Louisiana, lived in the projects, and through a mentor, he pulled himself out of that situation. He had a person that used to call him in the evenings when he was in junior high and say, "Jock, did you do your homework?" And he held Jock accountable to getting his work done because Jock came from a home that they didn't care anything about doing homework. He comes from a family of 5 children. Not one of them has even attended college at all. Nobody in the family had ever really been married. Jock went on to graduate from Southern University with an engineering degree, and now lives in Pasadena with a wife and a 4-year-old daughter, and has really broken out of the mold that he was in there in Louisiana. Jock and I meet about every 2 weeks. We eat breakfast over in Pasadena, and in our mentor program, it's not just a discipleship program, but this is a program where we look at the entire life. So Jock and I, we talk about finances, we talk about vacations, we talk about life and jobs. We spend a lot of time with jobs, just kind of coaching him. I don't have the answers. I really don't have any answers for him, but I talked to him about just different choices he could make. It's just been a real blessing to me to spend that time with him, and I've learned a tremendous amount from him and from the situation he came from. And I think it's been really good for him too. So as I said, we've gotten really close over the years. The last 2 birthday parties that he's held for his daughter have been at my house, and we just have a very good, close relationship. And we decided just because he graduated with his MBA, we weren't going to cut it off. We're just going to continue meeting, and I don't see any reason why that should end. Each of the MBA students is paired with a mentor, and I work on the training for the mentors a bit. And one of the things we explain to them is that at first, you're going to meet your student, and you're just going to kind of talk real surface kind of stuff. But we find that in time, when you meet regularly, you start scratching through and you break through that surface stuff, and people become more transparent. And sometimes it takes 6 months. You're meeting with a student, and finally the student says, "Hey, let me tell you what's really going on in my life." So we really kind of build our program with trust, and that takes time to build. And we move into transparency, and then we really try to take it to a position of truth, where what we're doing is, whether it's in your job, with your family, in personal relationships, build it around truth. I find when we ask someone to be a mentor, they generally say, "Well, I'm not qualified, and I don't have experience that would help." But really, if you've just gone down life further than somebody else, you have a lot to offer to that person. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to have the experiences. And it's important to be able to say, I tried this in my life and it failed. Or I walked down that path and let me tell you, it's not the good way to go. But you can just bring options to people, and you can really help somebody. But the other part of that is you will really be blessed yourself. You'll find an unbelievable blessing through just walking through life with somebody where you're walking a little bit ahead of them and you're helping to guide them, just showing them direction.